You know, it's just a shame. It's just a bloody shame. You know, sometimes people say, you know, things about me. You know, anybody ever hear things? So look at this. I cut two pieces. I need to keep the shorter, I mean, the longer piece. So I can show you it this way, but I can't show you everything this way, right? Like if I did this, you wouldn't know where this ends. But this way, you can see. This way, you can never see if it goes any longer than what you see in front of you. You only can imagine. So I walked away with the short one, thought it was the long one, wasn't even thinking. Pay attention. So, yep, yep. What happened today? Oh my God, the truck didn't start. The car needed an oil change. Got to fix the power steering. So do I get rid of the truck? It wouldn't start. Do I get rid of the car? So now, you know, my house is a mess. They just put new moldings and new windows and patio door here. Never gave me a carpet or anything, but it's too late. I did it for free, for them. I gave them my artwork for absolutely nothing. When I go, they can have it. I'm gonna just pay the rent, and when I'm ready to go, I'll just leave it to them if they want. Can't take it with me. Not going anywhere. So just to note, I'm not sure where this is going to take favor, right? I'm not sure where this is going to take favor. But what you can get is because of these angles, you know whether or not it's going to leave the camera zone, the size. And the reason I'm saying this is because I'm trying to figure out what kind of situation I'm in here, what kind of mathematical situation going on here, you know. Another thing is, if you come to the T in the road, that's number 24. If you come to the cross in the road, it's number 32. This is 32, and this is 24. You know why? Because you have to have 3 stop signs. Or are you only going to have a stop sign here? If you only have a stop sign on this one, and no stop sign for these two, but sometimes there's a stop sign for each one. So the possibility of traffic, right? If this one wants to turn to the left, it's going to have to wait. Now, if it does, there's going to be a break in the road. They put lines down, lines, dots, dashes all over the highway. Which way to go, which way it turns. All signs, signs, signs. SI together, although 19 and 9 equals 28, and it's part of the rotasate or tenet, because it's all about those numbers. Okay, it's not about 9, it's about 19, right? But what did I say? I said S. What did I say? Sine, right? I have to write it down. I don't want to forget to write this down. Write it down so I can see it and think about it and ponder, and what other equations can I find with inside the word of the Creator. Thank, O Lord our God, who has divided us all up. Why our Lord our God? Why our Lord our God? Isn't it? Why is it our God? It's not our God. It's only the God of creation. Could it be the God of divide? Do you know, to build us, we need polarity. So they'd have to have a world of complete polarity. It's like people hitting each other over the head with a stick because they think it's funny, because nobody knows what funny is. Nobody knows what tickles our bones, right? What tickles us? What gives us a drive? Is it all about the dream? Is it all about a dream? And when you have that dream for the moment, do you ever have second thoughts? What are second thoughts? What are words adding R and E onto a word saying resign, resign, resign? How do you spell resign? R-E-S-I-G-N? Is that how you spell resign? I have to look that up. Let me look that up. How do you spell resign there, buddy? R-E-S-I-G-N, the same way. The same way to sign and to resign. So if you're going to resign from something, okay, I don't want to get into this. So the reason, anyways, I said this with the T in the road is because 3 stop signs. Each one, okay, each one is 8. It's actually 16 because there's the halfway area in between, so it's 8 and 16, which is 4 times 4, 4 plus 4. Equals to 24. So 3 stop signs, 8, 8, 8, right? You have 24. But you have the difference of 8 and 16 equals to the difference of the day and the night. 1 part, 3 different parts of day and night because of, and not only what connects the sun up and the sun down. When the sun is gone and when the sun is here, the angles of the rise and the fall of the sun up and sun down. I'm just, yes, because of the cube. The cube has 3 reverse sides. That's it. That's it. You see 6 sides, it's reverse. You know, unless you're balancing the cube on a point, and only when you balance the cube on a point, only when you balance this cube on a point and you spin the dreidel, when you spin the dreidel and you see 6 sides, where one side is the holder of the pole and all you have is spinning around the ring between your ass and your pole. If it was spinning like this, you would see 6 of 8. When it's spinning like this on its own axis, you will see 7 of 8. Spinning on its own axis, right? I'm not sure how it's being controlled and moved, this cube, right? First of all, you can put the cube this way, and you can put the cube this way. Now you can put the cube this way. So there's 3 basic ways, and with each way, there are 8 corners. So you can go 8 by 6, 48. And anyways, what else did I speak about today? It's in my telephone. I made 2 videos I'm going to upload then. After this one. If you have any questions, if you want to do the word sign, yes, I mentioned it. The S, okay, and the I is 19, and 9 equals to 28. The G and the N is 7 and 14, and that becomes the pull and the ring of what the cube is in basic, because it's only one item of my finding, that there are others that you can find that have to drag into the reality of all opposite sides of this cube are 7. If I have, holding it here, I have 7 up and 7 up, right? 7 between here and here is 7, and when I spin it, I have 14 dots. The ring and the pole. Creation, my friends. You tell me. How much further do you think this goes? Or if this has any reality in anything at all? Does it really mean nothing? This, what I do, what is happening here, doesn't matter. This is not professional. This is amateur. This is for those who are still learning and growing up, and that's what I'm doing. Only showing you what I see, nothing else. I don't want to sell you anything. I just want to show you that not only do you see this, but it goes so much deeper. What is, let's take for instance, the day. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. So now I want to make categories. So I'm going to take 2 days, 2880. I forget, I know that's in Pegasus. I know that's in Pegasus, right? And I don't have my calculator with me, but I think 2880 is 4 times 72. And it's also like saying 288. It's, when you have 288, it means you have 2 hours of 88, where when 88 and 88 come together from these sides, the 88s overlap each other. So the center one you'll only see is 3/8, but it's actually 4/8. And when you do the markings, it goes, if you want, you can go this way, you can go this way, and you can go this way. That's how you can connect. You connect the 00 is where it spins around the core of that 8. I'm not sure it can be the time clock. You can have a 1 here a gear, 1 here a gear, and different 8s. I mean, 2 circles that go around each other, or 2 gears, if that's the way you want to look at 88 constellation of Pegasus. The purple constellation, Purple Rain. So I showed you the reason for the 32 this way is because we'd have 4 stop signs, right? 1 stop sign here, 1 stop sign here is 2, 1 stop sign here is 3, 1 stop sign here is 4. That's 32 base. But now you can't go in both directions, but there are others going in both directions. So now the ones going here have a stop sign, and the ones go there that have a stop sign. That's 2. The ones going here have a stop sign, and the ones going the other way have a stop sign. So that's the 4 stop signs. Now, why was I thinking 8? I was thinking of 8. And if you notice, the roadway is not in the corners unless you're walking with the cross on your back. Here is where the roadways are. All the corners is where the properties are. 4 stop signs, 3 stop signs. Really, we can get away with this one with 1 stop sign, possibly. Just stop the 1 on this line over here. So we're going to stop this over here. One part that shows up in numbers is this, which is like this, which is like that. And now you close all these doors. I don't know what it is. The house of spades, something to do with the house of spades. But anyways, let's get back to the word sign. So the word sign is 28 and 21 is 49. Represents green. It represents the word 8. And what's funny about 8 is that it's 8 hours a night and 16 hours of day. So in French, okay, 8 is 8 and night is nuit. It's the N and the H that come together. The N and the H come together. I got to write that. And I've said this before, but it was mentioned to me today. 8. The difference is 14 and 8. And what's ironic about that is what's missing is 6, because 6 and 8 is 14, right? So we're missing actually the DC gateway. And 14 would be the ring. I'm only using right now, I like to use for a lot of equations, just the first initial used for the word. Inside of NUIT, you have the IT, which is birth in the IT system, which is the 5D world. That's what this says over here. And why 5D? Because it takes 5 times 4 to equal to 20. The 20th letter is T. And you're born into the IT system. And how do I get that? Number 29. I always use number 29 as for the Venus birth. There's the spirit birth, 1 and 9, okay, AI, and there's the Venus birth, which is 2, 9. They come together to create 3, 9, and the word angel, the word 10, the word Saturn is 93. To create this, or what is created from this, is 12 and 27. 27 is the beta gates. What will create the word when a big red sun? It is part of the beginning of the word no and pi. And now I have to think why. Yes, 7 times 2, 7 plus 2. Not only that, when it's 2 and 7, I don't know if it's 2 7s as 77. 77 stands for matter. I just want to see what you can read. You can read this, you can read that, you can read James. What else can you read? What else can you read? Let me see. What else? Is there anything else to read? I don't know. What's in my house? How about this? Number 4. Do you notice it sort of looks like an E at the same time, or an F, right? So 4F would be 24. Or is it E? Hold on a second. Let me hold it here. Right? So they're all number 4s. You got all these areas. Anyways, where am I going to go next? What was I thinking about? Yes. So the numeric value for sign is 49. Mars is, if you use S and I come together, you're using AI in birth, in the cycle, and this is what it is. this 51, we're going to look at this. Actually, it's the 19th letter and the 9th letter. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 4 and 3. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3. And the total equals to 19. So that is your 19. Your birth into this world. Took 10 and 9 to create what is 19. 1 times 9, 9. 1 plus 9, 10. 19. In 19 you create birth. You create A with inside of 9 by multiplying it. Then you get to the time heaven, BH. Right? This world is 4 times 2 to equal to that 8. The only way to reach 20 is only 20 equals to 1/4 of 80. And in French, it's mentioned 4 times 20. That's the way they talk about it in French. So if we're talking 4 times 20, what is involved inside of 20? And for me, what is inside of 20 is 1, and then you have 5, and inside of that is your vibration. The reverse of your vibration is 6, 7, and 8. These are reversals of each other. What's in between here? What's in between here? Once you get to 10, okay, it becomes a double number. And it is where 1 ends up on level 2. And then you'll have 11 and 12. And here, okay, 10, 11, 12 come together. I'm not really sure exactly what they do. It's almost like saying A, B, C. And then things change when you get over here because it becomes a teen and the numeric value is 44 to what was 39 plus 5 in the word 10, or the minion. See, when I see these words, I'm seeing something a little bit different. I know this will stand out for the Federation. I know this will stand out for the Federation of Mars and something to do with lesser. 1v1. This is how it's created. 4th, 5th, and 6th letters. That would be F-E-D. See, it'd be F-E-D. Otherwise, it would be R-E-D. Do you know why I'm saying this? Because this is only base. Base letter, base letter, base letter. You want to have full letter, you multiply it by 3. This creates the R. You multiply it by 3, this creates the F. You multiply it by 3, this creates the C. Okay, but I never do it that way. So you have the reversal of what is DC, 4 and 3. You have what is 11, 7, 11, and 24. And the cube is your gateway in M. 10 times 10 times 10. It's a Roman numeral equation, equals to 1,030. 10 at the gateway, Jack at the gateway of creation. 0 will include the entire cube, what is 1 inside of 8, but it will only result, to me, is the 15th letter in the alphabet. It is the 15th letter in the alphabet, and the reverse is the 12th letter, and it ends up to go 6 and 3. And I give the 0 a value of 6, the mirror of creation. And when you mirror it, right, you have to have, how can I say, you have to have, what is the base of, yes, you have to have like a transmission and a differential in order to send out. When you're mirroring it, you have to have full communication. For me, this is all about the STS, what's happening right now, which is the signal test or testing system. It's called the Dragon Ball Z, DBZ. Okay, it's Dragon Ball Z. I don't know exactly what it means. This is one of my first pieces that brought me, everything that it brought me to where I am today is because of one of my first piece of papers, and I can go get it. I'm not sure where it is right now, but I know I have it. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. No, this is not it. Oh, okay. Here it is. Another dimension. Not sure if you can get the numbers off the top there. Let me see if I got anything here. DBZ, another dimension. The return of the SIG test number 2. Star, gate, star. 878. Gate 17. Trying to fix the focus. Help save the apartment for those interested. Buy this building. Help save this apartment here. This amazing place where the word is being learned. Where I'm learning the word. I'm learning the word. I'm learning the word. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. Dragon Ball Z, another dimension. And in the first pages, it said, do you feel like a chain store practically floored? One of many zeros kicked around and bored? Your ears are full, but you're empty, holding out your heart to people who really never care how you are. So give me coffee and TV, coffee and TV, coffee and TV. History. I've seen so much, I'm going blind and I'm brain dead virtually. Sociably, it's hard enough for me. Take me away from this big bad world and agree to marry me so we can start all over again. May 6, 2005 is when I found this. And yeah, I like working. And yeah, I like working, doing nothing, not making anything. Blame the poor, blame the uneducated, blame the sick. I got a bone to pick with capitalism and a few to break. (2001) Hamburg Altar, 4263 A Kane, off Namen Schill. I have no idea what any of this is, but there's pages and pages that come out. Here's one that says Shakira. This is in French. I'll try and read it. Moi, tu me fais pas si mal. Moi, haute. Schmeiß-moi de ta vie dehors. Verdrench, aux images de secteur, prends-moi ici dehors. Moi, tu me fais pas si mal. Moi, haute. Schmeiß-moi de vie dehors. I don't know what it means. And then this is Spawn. And then there's a whole lot of things that go on. Test. This over here. And I've got a few of these books printed out and, put away in other places. You are my first love, the earth moving under me, bedroom scent, beauty ardent, distant shiver, heaven sent. I'm the snow on your lips, the freezing taste, the silvery sip. I'm the breath on your hair, the endless nightmare, devil's lair. Star Wars. There was a time long ago, but it seemed like yesterday when all I wanted was you, and now you make me a segue. As you turn your face, and I know your words aren't true, and I don't want your lies, and I don't think that I'm better than you inside. And you can take off the disguise, because I can see the truth that's hidden behind your eyes. The whole world that I see, I can see more than, and all those words that you don't say just mean less and less each day. You can't make me shed a tear. I think about it tomorrow, another day of sorrow, but I don't think that I'll be here. So, anyways, this is what I picked up, and trying to see if there's anything else in here. Yeah, there's another book with all kinds of codes in it. Satan's False Promise. Let me go back. The Mayan Prophecy. Like the world, like consequences, over 60 million people, the majority. I'm just trying to figure out what this is. The significant prophetic pattern in history relating to the recurrence of the date October 14th. Take away the 10. It's added for ABCD creation. Just use the 4. Just use the D. Because it was the D that was added on. It was the ring that was added on. And the reason I'm saying this, okay, is ABCD equals to 10. The reality of this dice cube is 3, and 4, you might see 7 dots. But if we drilled holes through this, all you would see is 5. You will have 4 sides that will show 5, and you will have 2 sides that show 7. Here and here will be 14. And the other ones will be 20. It'll be 20 and 14, and that will be your cube. 14, 23, 1 and 4, 5, 2 and 3, 5, 3 and 4, 7, 1 and 2, 3, and this is your creation. 7 and 3. If you want to do high-low, it's 5, 5. If you want to do 4, 2, 1, 3, it's 1.5 times the difference. I don't want to get into that. I'm jumping into something I can't explain. I can only see. Okay, so I'm missing some pages. I'm going to see if there's any place else here. What happened in 1963? What happened in 1963? I'm just trying to figure out the setting of the Revelations 4 and 5 in it. I'm just going to keep it like this for anybody who wants to slow their video down. I'm just trying to look what happened in 1963. They say the Messiah was born in 1963, and the reason they say it is because in 1963, 1888 plus 75 equals 888 plus 1,000. So M, okay, slept for 1,000 years from the year 888 and slept 1,000 years to 1888, and then 75 years in some sort of purgatory, and this is where we have the dark moon, the DC moon, this 75, which is the male and the female moon. There's some chance that the female was already on this planet with no men. But when the moon was created, they eliminated the female that used to be here and was replaced by what is called man and woman. And I'm not looking, you see, woman is creation. So they put this in her name. They added, this came down. All we needed was this. Why did it change? What's going on in this, you know? And you can also call it mum. But anyways, I don't want to get into that. It's just something on the top of my head. We're going to end this video. I'm going to see if there's anything else here. The Urantia book. What happened in 2012. Ancient spiral, the sun and the moon. I'm not going to get into that. Buddha and the sun goddess Amaterasu, and so on and so forth. So you can see where my mind is, what I believe. I just find it too hard to believe. But still, I know nothing about the zodiac, and I know nothing about the planets. I just know that it's just amazing how everything connects in numbers. And remember, we all live in the same and breathe the same aether. Keep your mind open, and you can send messages into outer space. All you have to do is have the good thought in mind. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We see you at home. We feel you in our hearts. And we love you and embrace you. Peace.